Hi, I'm Srimoyee and I will be taking you through our research poster, Cognate Facilitation Does Not Carry Forward, Implications for Models of Linguistic Control. Studies using picture naming tasks, wherein bilinguals switch between two or more languages on demand, often find a switch cost. A change of language on the switch trial leads to poorer performance than the repeated use of the same language. The switch cost may arise from the use of top-down language control that is required in part to resolve the involuntary parallel activation of languages. The cognate facilitation effect is an indicator of such parallel language activation. This is the finding that objects with names that share form across languages, such as apple, which is Apfel in German, are named faster and more accurately by bilinguals, possibly because of the lower degree of response conflict elicited, and hence the lower need for top-down control to produce the correct response. Our first aim was to examine whether cognate facilitation persists in conditions with a high need for language control, such as when performing on-demand language switching. Additionally, if cognate facilitation does arise from a lower use of top-down control, we also aim to examine whether producing a cognate word results in a reduction in the degree of top-down linguistic control applied on that trial. We report the results of two experiments using a queued picture naming task in German and English. There were 4 key trial sequences as illustrated here, including the following key types of trials: cognates and matched non-cognates, post-cognate and post-non-cognate switches, post-cognate and post-non-cognate repetitions. The pilot study included only the switch trial sequences. We predicted first that cognates would be named faster and more accurately than matched non-cognates, that is, a cognate facilitation effect. Second, that trials following cognates would be named faster and more accurately than those following non-cognates, indicating a carryover of reactive control. Third, that if control is primarily linguistic, this post-cognate effect would be stronger for switch trials, since the lower degree of linguistic control on a cognate trial would make it easier to switch into the non-target language. Both studies found a robust cognate facilitation effect. In the pilot study, a post-cognate effect was observed. However, it is possible that this was driven by cognates always predicting switches into German. The main study eliminates this confound by including both switches and repetitions on critical trials. In the main study, contrary to expectations, we did not find a post-cognate effect, with a Bayesian RT analysis providing moderate to strong evidence for the null hypothesis. We conclude that cognate facilitation persists in conditions that require a high degree of top-down linguistic control. There is also no performance improvement on trials following cognates. We propose the following possible explanations. Reactive control on every trial could be item-specific rather than applied globally to an entire lexicon. This therefore does not affect the naming of a different item on a subsequent trial. Alternatively, top-down control evoked by the queue may be adequate to resolve the response conflict with no additional exertion and/or carryover of reactive control. Thank you.